Okay, guys, so I don't know if you remember back, let me start this over. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember, back in November, I went to Brazil and I did this like laser treatment. I don't know if you guys remember that. Basically from August to January, I was struggling with acne. My first instinct was to go to all kinds of doctors to check my thyroid, my hormonal levels, testosterone. What's the women's one? Estrogen. Lord. They told me everything was normal. And then I did all kinds of ultrasounds to make sure my reproductive system was on point. It was. Anyway, and I went to like a skin specialist. And that's when I went to Brazil and got the laser treatment. And I think that was like the first step to renewing my skin, you know? It was kind of refreshing because I felt like all that old acne was going away. But it was also frustrating because then after the laser treatment, 1, 2, 3 acne started coming back. Because of like these creams that the Brazilian doctor gave me, this one lightens your skin, so it's lightening all the scarring. This one is for nighttime. So anyway, those 2 creams, I felt like it was helping my skin, but especially this one, the one that lightens your skin, it dried my skin so bad. And I didn't know if that made me happy or sad. Happy because I knew if all that skin kept coming off.
Oh, hello. What do we hear? That's a keeper.
Recycling itself.
I'm peeling.
But at the same time, my skin looked so dull and old, you guys.
Oh, that's just disgusting.
And like, no offense to older people, like you guys are fabulous, but I'm 34 years old and my skin started to look like it was 70. New wrinkles, you know? And I drink water, I do all of that, but because of these powerful products, my skin was, again, it just kept peeling and there was no life. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. And you're probably looking at this video and probably saying like, wow, Ferly, like your skin actually looks shiny. What are you talking about? Thank you so much. But it's because I've been using this new product line. And ever since I started going live on 3XT, I've been getting comments about that. Like, Ferly, your skin looks so gray. Like, young. And I know a lot of women and men too struggle with this. I'm just sharing what worked for me. I decided to go with a line that is CBD based. And the reason being is because I started using CBD orally before I go to bed from this company in Nevada. And it was amazing, but it was really, really expensive. It was like $200 a bottle.
I'm broke. I ain't been this broke in a really long time.
So one of the girls that comes to our 3XT class in LA, she told me about this company. It's called Pure Hermosa. And she knew about my situation with my skin.
Y'all already know what I'm about to talk about. So let's just get straight to the point.
Because I'm open about it, I posted, no shame. She approached me, she's like, well, what line are you using? And I said, honestly, girl, like my acne is clearing, but if you look up close, I look old. And so she told me about the line, she told me about the products she was using, and she's like, Ferly, I highly recommend you using it. Now, as much as I love that, you know, everyone and their mama has an opinion, right? We all, especially if you struggle with acne, everyone has a product.
Shove their opinions down your throat.
And so I always hesitate because my skin is not going to react the same way as yours necessarily. But when I heard that this line was CBD based, that caught my attention.
Why didn't I think of that? Can I try some?
Let me just stop for a second and apologize for this nail. I mean, for all of my nails, but this one is specific. You guys, quarantine living. Can't do my nails. Anyway, moving on. On average, I don't know if you know this, but women put, I think it's 7 pounds of chemicals on their face a year. I'm going to throw up. I want to introduce you guys to this line. And if you want to give it a try, of course, I highly recommend it because it definitely changed the hydration of my skin. Okay, Instagram people, we're about to get really real. I'm about to strip everything off to show you guys what it is that I do. Okay, so one of my dermatologists taught me that the face wash you use, it's actually irrelevant. Can you believe that? She said, as long as it's something that is gentle on your skin and it's cleaning it, you're all set. Because it's not the face wash that's gonna help your acne. And I also learned from a facial lady to not use a face towel because obviously that gets dirty. And unless you're washing it every day, which is a waste of water, you should use a Kleenex instead. You just pat dry. You gotta make sure your skin is clean to get all the goodness. The first thing I do, this is just something I use that my facial lady Denise, she's amazing, but she suggested I use this, and I really believe this has helped a lot clear my acne. I do it once in the morning and once at night. I don't know, this stuff is magic, you guys. So I focus especially on the areas where I had trouble in little circles away from the center. And the good thing about this thing is that if you didn't clean your face that well, it will tell your girlfriend or boyfriend. So then if like you have still stuff in there like makeup or dirt, go back and wash your face.
Wash my face, wash my face.
And by the way, in between applications of all this stuff, if you're touching stuff, wash your hands, right?
Wash my hands.
Needless to say, you wash your hands before you wash your face, right? Okay, and then you put the little clarifying gel. I don't know if you have that. You can ask your dermatologist to recommend one. I'll show it to you guys again. Okay, cool. So on to the yummy stuff. This is the first thing I put on my face from Pure Hermosa, and it's called hyaluronic acid. I think unicorns pee this stuff. If you don't believe in magic, it's because you don't know this product. So I've always been told with my skin type, I have dehydrated skin, but oily, right? So it's a combination skin. I've always been told, don't put oil on your face, don't put oil on your face. So when I read the ingredient is CBD oil, I'm like,
you can't touch this.
but ladies and gentlemen, this absolutely does not clog my skin. How?
That's shocking.
It's the power of the CBD, I tell you. I'm telling you, CBD is amazing. And like, I used to be so ignorant because I'm like, CBD, but I don't smoke weed. I've never smoked weed in my life.
So, you're dumb.
I was one of those. If you're one of those, I don't judge you. I get it. Okay, the second thing I use from Pure Hermosa is the collagen retinol. This is the stuff that I believe is bringing the elasticity back into my skin. This is getting in there and rejuvenating my skin. I'm gonna be a baby's bottom in 3 weeks. I'm gonna be so smooth and fresh. Oh, and that's the other thing. I've been using this stuff for only 3 weeks. Before, like, I tell any of my friends to use anything that I like, I wait 3 to 4 weeks because I feel like that's the time your skin needs to like tell you, like, girl, we're liking this, or girl, stop wasting your money. Always wait a few minutes, 2-3 minutes in between applications because it allows your skin time to suck it in. So I'm gonna wait a little bit more. Okay, so I practiced what I preached. I wait a few minutes, and then is the moisturizer. What I like about the moisturizer, it's that, first of all, it feels like silk as soon as you start putting it on. It's unbelievable the way it feels against your face and against your hands, your fingers. But I love it because it feels both like thick and thin. Thick enough to where I know it's super hydrating, packed with good stuff, but thin enough to where I know, I mean, at least when I started using it, I always freak out when I try new moisturizers. I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna clog my pores. And right away you feel it, this is not gonna clog your pores. So applying it away from the center of your face, my mom always taught me that, and the tap, 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 very important. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I mean, obviously you see the product on my face, and of course it's gonna be shiny now. But you know, you remember the beginning of this video, I had to wake up early today to do a live stream. And so I didn't do this whole process in the early morning because I had to get ready. But as soon as I was done with my workout, I came up here and do it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna film this because I feel like I'm getting so many compliments on my skin.
Look at me.
And I feel like we should support local companies. Pure Hermosa is a local company in LA. And I like their products are insane. Oh, last night I shared the stuff that I use from them to sleep, you guys. My husband has like anxiety problems. Sorry, Jeff, I'm putting your business out there. He has anxiety problems, so he doesn't sleep that well. And I always wake up like 5 to 6 times because the body aches. We sleep like the dead. So anyway, check it out. I hope this brings you some hope. You know, we're all home right now, quarantine. Their stuff is not expensive. It's so good. You don't have to use a lot. It lasts a long time. I'm really, really happy. Pure Hermosa, you are amazing. Whoever you are, you're amazing. You came up with these products that are literally changing my life and now my husband's life. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Go check them out. Another real moment brought to you by... So I wanted to show you guys, I did the video yesterday of showing you my skincare. And this is before doing anything to my skin. So last night I put my moisturizer, this one that I showed you guys. And like, look at the, like there's no filter, nothing. Look at the glow on my skin.
This feet. Yeah. No.
And like the elasticity on my skin. I look like little Mary on the prairie. But you get the point.